The fat tax, which makes sense to me because you're telling me there's no difference between a small pillowcase and an entire freaking bed sheet. Get out of here, bro. This chick is going crazy over this fat tax that Target has. Let's get off into this.
And I was also wondering if you could price match these, because for some reason in the app, it was showing that the 3X was $8, but the large was $6. That just seemed like a little weird to me.
It's not weird. It's more material. It's as simple as that. And then you could go with the argument of what about small, medium, and large? The reason they don't do that is because most people are small, medium, or large. Maybe even an XL. We'll give it that. Right? It doesn't make sense to do it for every single size. But when you're talking about a 3X, a 4X, almost double the amount of fabric, yeah, we should.
Honestly, it does sometimes happen just because of more material. It sounds really stupid.
Which sounds really like what? Like what? More material. You want to buy a bigger car? Costs more. Want to buy a bigger house? Yeah, you know, it's stupid that they're charging $2 million for this house, even though it's 6 bedrooms, 8 baths, and 5,000 square feet. It should be the same price as a 3-2 that's 1,200 square feet. Get out of here, dude.
Stupid.
So
stupid because
I'm gonna change it anyway for you.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't agree with that myself.
Yeah.
God, she's sweating just walking up to the dadgum counter.
Never agreed with that.
It's just like there was no difference between the extra small to the extra large, but then there's a difference between
it
like
doesn't make any sense.
No. It makes sense because more people buy those sizes, dude. Let's get to the comments. More material equals costs more. Simple. Love that one. King size bed sheets cost more than a twin size. Boom. There you go. Why does my large coffee cost more? It makes perfect sense. They got to use triple material for a 3X. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, I agree with the tax. It ain't fat tax, bro. It's more fabric. Why does my 5-story house cost more than my neighbor's 3-story? It makes 1,000% sense, actually. Chat, put one in the chat if you agree. It makes sense to me, bro. It makes so much sense to me. But then what's awful is that Target, like, they got rid of it because of this fat chick. And it's terrible.
Target removed the fat tax. So, all y'all that was saying, more material, more money, la, 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 la. All I hear is price match.
All I hear is
big back.
See, $6 cause of me. Now go get y'all a thong.
I hear big, fat, loud woman. That's what I hear. I hear a toilet at Denny's hates to see you pulling up. That's what I hear. A buffet hates to see you coming. That's what I hear. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like this whole fat thing, this fat tax, I think we should keep it around. Like, chat, what do you guys think? Fat tax? And I know not everybody that watches is in great shape, and I don't expect you guys to. But if you're 500 pounds, dude, and you want to buy a shirt that I'm wearing, you should have to pay a little bit more for the material, bro. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Absolutely, and thanks for asking. I'm actually kind of baffled because I posted the same TikTok in the other app, and we've been getting some terrible comments. Just
I love it when they say terrible comments when in fact it's just reality.
Classic, just lose weight, go work out, whatever, and that's dumb. But
of course that's dumb. Takes accountability.
It just makes me so upset to think that people really correlate being fat with being unhealthy. Still, skinny.
I don't know, doctors, studies, high blood pressure, diabetes. I mean, hell, I'm underweight. I guess I'm an okay weight, and I still got rosacea. We can have problems when we're skinny as well, but being fat is a clear indicator of being unhealthy.
Does not equal healthy. Fat does not equal unhealthy. Everybody is different. Let's get that right. Now for the fat tax. The discrepancy is that people will say, oh, it costs more to make bigger clothing. But on the same token, then why do you not have an extra small or a small cost less than a medium?
Because they're more common
it takes
sizes.
Less materials. Like, it doesn't add up. You know what I mean? You don't pay less on an airplane if you're skinnier. Baby clothes. People are bringing up baby clothes. Why are baby clothes so expensive?
Because they know that it's a market economy, right? We're in a capitalist country. They know. I've been having to buy baby clothes. They know they can charge $30 for a little onesie, and people are going to buy it because women are like that. That's what women do. You know, and they also make them with different materials. They make them out of the what's that cloth? Merkel. Is it Merkin? I can't remember. There's certain, like some of the burp cloths that we have for baby Nichs, they're made out of certain material that's very soft.
In that reality, baby clothes should be basically free, right? I listened to a podcast.
I love it.
Recently with the founder of Universal Standard, and they're so as far as I know, do a really good job with their sizing and everything. And one of the things that they said they did in the beginning was to price their garments based on the median cost of a size 18, when normally people base it on like a small. So basing the median cost of a garment on a bigger size will ensure the wiggle room, either for the smaller sizes and the bigger sizes, are kind of going to like balance each other out.
Not bigger than an 18 though. Not bigger than an 18. Here's the problem. Even if you are using a larger garment to make something, let's say you're using a larger piece of fabric or something like that, you're going to have waste. And so if it's larger than the largest that they have, it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles, you should hear this. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions in their role for designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but they did not share those risks while they just prioritized profits. The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of these decisions. Now, Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they caused. Click the link in the description to take a short quiz. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. All right, what do you guys think about this whole fat tax thing, though? I think it's something that's honestly kind of needed. I know Southwest was doing a fat tax for flyers, too, at one point.
A fat tax for fat flyers.
Oh, it's so terrible. Well, you're taking up 2 seats. You should have to pay for them.
I have to pay for my 20 kilograms of luggage on cheap, crappy flight and airlines, yes. When some fat chubster just up the aisle from me, I'm gesturing now in this direction, I think that might be more tactful, doesn't have to pay anything to get on board that plane, when quite clearly they are carrying more cumulative luggage.
I mean, you got a point. I've never understood that, where somebody who has the back as big as a truck ain't got to pay nothing extra to be on a freaking plane. But if my luggage is 55 pounds and not 50, I got to pay extra, bro. Come on now. It's ridiculous.
If I don't want to step on the scale at the doctor's, I say, oh, I don't want to be weighed today. If I don't want to talk about my fatness at the doctor, I say, oh, I'm not here to talk about my weight. I'm here to talk about fill in the blank, whatever the issue.
If I want to go to the hairdresser and say, hey, make me look like Frodo, I guess they're going to go do that. This is the cut I had in 4th grade when my grandma used to cut my hair with kitchen scissors, bro. Shots fired! This is the kitchen scissors cut. Y'all been there, you know what I mean? Grandma, come here, honey. Let me cut your hair for your school pictures. And she would just straight cut my hair, right? Just straight across the eyebrow line, right? Give me that straight bowl for days. Hey, look, honey, give me that salad bowl. Stick it on top of my head with them rusty-ass kitchen scissors.
Is. If they refuse to test me for certain things because of my fatness, I say, I would like it noted in my chart that you are refusing to test me for X, Y, and Z. If they push and insist on me getting on the scale and I don't want to, I say, if this was a visit with an anesthesiologist or you're prescribing me meds that are dosed by weight, then I would, but otherwise it's not relevant to what we're here to discuss, so I'm not going to do that today. I'm Cami Orange, I'm a boundary coach, and I help people say the thing. For more boundary phrases like this...
she's a boundary coach. What do you discuss with your barber? First thing I thought too, dude. Yeah, I'm an alcoholic, I don't want to talk about my liver. Genuinely curious why it wouldn't be relevant. This is not good advice. A boundary coach? The only boundary she has is how many Skittles she eats out of the frickin' bag. Boundaries are lacking in the nutritional areas, I see. Yeah, I smoke, but I don't want to talk about my lungs. I went to the dentist today. He wanted to discuss flossing. I just said, no thank you. Like flossing has any effect on my dental health. Boundary coach. The only boundary she has is where to start the line at the frickin' buffet. Good Lord, bro.
So, apparently, I'm entitled for asking for better accommodations when I travel.
You are. I'ma just say it. You are.
Break this down for you. Saying I'm entitled for that is the exact same as saying you have the right to make me uncomfortable. Here's the thing. The travel industry is built on a narrow idea of what a person should look like. But instead of fixing that, making bigger seats, more accessible options, I'm the one who's too much. Really?
Well, when you're the exception doesn't make the rule.
Gotcha, bitch.
When you get on a plane and you're the only one that's over half a ton, yeah, typically, why would we make an exception for an isolated person? Why wouldn't we make the exception for the masses? This is why I'm not a huge fan of the whole accommodations thing, especially for like one person on a plane. When you're the only person that's as big as a Volkswagen Bug, yeah, we're not making the accommodation for you.
What's actually entitled is assuming that only certain body types deserve comfort, while I'm expected to squish myself into spaces that were never designed for me.
Jesus Christ. Snorlax in the flesh. That is a build, buddy. That is a build.
People love to say, oh, you're just asking for special treatment. No. What I'm asking for is equal treatment.
God, what you need is a private jet. You built like that, you should just be driving. Put her in the back of a U-Haul if you want to travel.
Be able to travel without feeling like I'm taking up too much space.
Well, you're taking up too much space. They're not making the planes bigger. Stop being fat.
Or that I'm a burden just by existing. Why is it okay for you to have comfort, but I'm supposed to just deal with your discomfort? I'm not the problem here. You are, for thinking it's normal that I'm the one who has to compromise. What's really entitled is thinking that people like me should just quietly accept a world that wasn't made for us.
I'm keeping it a buck. I thought she was sitting down. She was so big.
We deserve better, and I'm not backing down.
Sadly, honey, you probably won't live too long to have to, stand up for it. It's what I'm saying. You never really see these people marching and fighting for a cause. They're fighting for their freaking breath, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'm meeting up with someone new tonight, and I think this
New
is gonna be
hookup fit, dating while fat. I'll be honest, this looks like pajamas.
the outfit I'm going for. It's just a little bandana tied around.
Big back, big back.
God, how you got titties on your back?
Shorts that I made forever ago. I don't know. I'm just gonna go to their place and smoke, and this feels like the right vibe for that. Does this not feel like a little smoking fit? So anyway.
At least iron the boxer brief. Dude, these are the boxer briefs I was wearing in middle school, bruh. What is that? And that it's just like a silk bandana? That's a very large bandana. It's probably like a kitchen table cloth cover or something.
A lot of people have been asking me about what it's like dating while fat.
No, ain't nobody asking you that.
You're a liar.
Nobody gives a shit. Not a single person. I've seen some people mention in their profile, I'm plus size, so if you don't like that, then don't swipe on me. No, I don't mention it. I just show pictures of my body, and people are into it because I'm fucking hot. So yeah.
You're a liar.
I aspire to have that level of delusion. Comments are saying, I'm hoping this is a joke, but where did you find that big ass bandana? People are into it because I'm effing hot. Heck yeah, queen. 98% of getting the attention you want is having confidence in yourself and believing that you are fine, because you are. To be honest, never met a human I didn't find beautiful or attractive, so criticize that. Let's see, Kat Wallach. So this is the one that made that comment.
I won concert tickets to a concert my ex-best friend would have cut his leg off for. So what do you think of that, bitch?
Okay. She's beat to bits. Okay. It checks out. It makes total sense. Oh, and she's a single mom. Okay, really. It's starting to make sense, chat. It's starting to make sense.
Okay, I'm meeting up with someone.
I saved a bunch of these on TikTok, and we're getting into them. All right, what is this?
Plus size travelers hate part 4. Struggling to find plus size friendly accommodation. The fat tax are having to pay more for everything. Having to do hours of research before travel. Struggling to find plus size friendly rental cars.
You wouldn't have to do any of this if you just put the freaking fork down. That's what's so crazy to me. It's like, you got these two options, right? Do all of that or eat less food. That's a big ask there. Real big ask. I can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. It's just this fatness, dude. Fatness Everdeen. Good Lord. All right, let's switch gears. Let's get off into the Twitter real quick and see what we have. Let's see here. First date First date gone wrong. What do we have? What do we have?
You just stay here and shut your mouth.
So what are you looking at for dinner?
Wait, he started off with just stay here and shut your mouth.
You just stay here and shut your mouth.
So what are you looking at for dinner?
I don't know. I think the bone-in filet looks really good.
Yeah, that looks yummy. I don't know. I'm looking at the desserts. What are you thinking?
I was thinking maybe you, or maybe we just skip dessert, in all honesty.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think we should just get out of here, in all honesty.
It's our first date.
So?
I'm telling you though, dude, this method, I'd rather a dude do this than try to be all chivalrous to a woman that's probably been pre-bucked, you know what I mean? Like our past record says, just be straightforward with them, especially when you're younger, bro. No reason to beat around the bush.
Well, you don't put out on first dates?
What do you think? Like, you take me to an expensive restaurant, and that just means like...
Yeah, I think $300 kind of entitles me to...
What's wrong with you? Can I leave?
Pressing my Invisaware necklace.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I paid for this dinner. Like, you're not just gonna leave right now.
Alright, I'll just get a worker. How about that? Or you can let me out. I'll give you the option.
How about you just stay here and shut your mouth?
She's liking it though. I know it's crazy. This could have been satire. This could also be extremely satire, you know. But and then why are you recording the date also? Like, come on, bro. You know. But this method, as a younger man, this method actually works. I know this may sound crazy. It may sound abrasive. It may be really forward, but women like that stuff. They do. Like they can say whatever they want, but that stuff actually converts. It's weird, but it does.
How a man feels about Taylor Swift is a
Jesus, putting on the clown makeup. What do we got? What do we got?
direct reflection of how he feels about women in general. Men who hate her just scream misogyny and are a huge
Bro, I don't care about Taylor Swift. She's a billionaire. She's crushing it. What are you talking about? What do we got?
red flag. If you can't respect what so many girls enjoy, then you just don't respect us. And I'm not saying that you need to like her, you don't need to listen to her music, you don't need to stream it, but I just think parading about how she only sings about her relationships and her exes is extremely misogynistic.
Okay, so pretty much calling out the obvious is misogyny. She's made her entire career off of singing about her exes and talking about men being bad. That's just a fact. What are you talking about?
Because if you listen to any of her albums, which they've probably never done, you would see she sings about so much more than relationships. She talks about family, love, grief, body image, and I think men that don't like her just feel caught out by her lyrics because they're similar to the men she talks about. And even if Taylor did just write man-hating lyrics all the time, it wouldn't make her any worse than the countless male artists that sing about women in such derogatory ways. Hating on things just because you're not the target audience just shows me the lack of understanding and empathy you have. I think on first dates
Dude, I always tell you guys this, man. It's the moral hierarchy. It's a lack of empathy. You're just not as good of a person as I am. Ranking hobbies for single men.
Ranking hobbies for single men. F tier, video games. Sorry, but your future wife just isn't playing Call of Duty. Netflix, Kick, and sports gambling are F tier too. D tier, golf. Let's be honest, golf is a better hobby for married men than single men. C tier, run clubs. You will 100% meet women at run clubs. Plus, you could probably use more cardio, but you'll also be competing with a bunch of dudes with abs who heard on TikTok that run clubs are great places to meet women. B tier, racket sports. Tennis, pickleball, paddle, all attract attractive women. You get a sweat in, and extra plus, racket sports are good for cognition and longevity. A tier, volunteering. Animal shelters, charity events, and food kitchens all attract kind, social women. Plus, you're doing something good for the world. S tier, social dance. Swing, two-step salsa, does not matter. The ratios at dance classes work in your favor, and all women love a guy who can move his hips.
I'm gonna keep it a thou wow, bro. You going to a dance class, you probably gay. Men don't do this. Men go fishing, men go hunting, men maybe go golfing, you know, men go drinking beer. Like, women don't realize that men like hobbies that are real basic and simple. Like going to dance is a workout. I'm good, bro. I'm not gonna go do that. We got a lot of men that watch. Y'all gonna go dancing? You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of us going dancing. What are you talking about? If you go dancing, that means you're gay, bro.
The men everywhere need to be studied. I was going to say Chicago, but I don't want to keep it into small terms. Like, I think,
Bro, she looks like a squirrel. Shots fired! I don't know what it is. Just giving real squirrely vibes.
all of the men need to be studied everywhere, and this is why. I was out with my friend Saturday night. minding my own business, you know, doing what I will. And I felt a little tap on my shoulder. I was approached at the bar, which I welcome. But we were talking and everything was going great. And then he's like, well, why don't you sell me on yourself? Like, sell me on yourself. I'm like, sell me on myself? You came up to me. Sell yourself.
Good Lord. Imagine a woman that's looking like a squirrely 5. You know what I mean? It's the world we live in, chat. It's the world we freaking live in. Ah, man. Man, oh man. Okay, let's go back to... I got some other clips on Ticky Tacky. What do we have here? All right, this one's about body count.
So does body count matter? No, because...
Yeah, body count matters. The only time body count doesn't matter is it...
So does body count
It's women that have high body counts.
Matter? No, because my body count, while it might have been on the higher side because of decisions I made as a teenager...
She's a runner, she's a track star.
No, that shouldn't be held to me now because I've done the work.
You know what I love more than anything? You know what I love more than anything? Is women get to tell men what matters. Hey, you know what matters to you? It's not body count. Body count does not matter to you. But men don't get to tell women what matters. Isn't that weird? Women get to tell us what matters, but we can never tell them what matters. Isn't that wild?
I've grown. I no longer do that. So I don't want to judge anybody for decisions that they've made in their past. I don't want to judge anybody. A body count shouldn't matter.
Okay, so if a guy was a rapist, a guy was a murderer, a guy was a known serial assaulter of women, you wouldn't want to know that? Come on.
Stupid. Because if you're making those decisions now of going out and sleeping around with everybody, then yeah, that matters. But because of maybe something that you did when you were a teenager and because of whatever reason, trauma, whatever, shouldn't be held against a person now. That shouldn't devalue them because who I was at...
Newsflash, it does.
13, 14, 15 years old is not who
you were getting bucked and ran through at that age? God.
I am now as, you know, a grown adult. That is where for me it's like, does body count really matter in that regard? No, because I'm not going to judge you for where you've been. I want to...
I love it. I love it. Somebody says it matters. Let me show you guys that it matters. It matters. Just saying it matters. You don't get to tell me what matters to me. I don't want my bad decisions to prevent me from having the same opportunities as someone who made the right decisions. It's not fair. It doesn't matter to you. If you buy a new car and you put 150,000 miles on it within a year and then it sits for 5 years, does the value come back up? That's what I'm saying, dude. Kevin Samuels talks about this. It's like what gains value with use and age, and it's nothing. Nothing gains value with use and age. It just doesn't. None of it does. Okay, I've seen this clip going kind of, oh, the sound isn't available on this one? Okay, what about this one?
I seen a post that said, now women care about men mental health. No, we don't. No, we don't. Who said that?
Good women. That's who said that. You know, those that actually care about others other than themselves.
I'll be the bad guy. I'm here to tell you the truth. You're not fighting mental health. You're fighting accountability.
Well, if anyone would know what fighting accountability is like, that would be some women out there. But I wonder exactly what they mean.
You're fighting the things that you did in the past that you don't want to own up to. You're fighting the voices in your head that your mama put there ever since you was a little boy, trying to enable you your whole life. Now you got to face it in the real world.
And this is what we would call victim blaming, saying that all their mental health problems are essentially their own fault.
I'm going to tell you the truth. Stop it. You're faking it.
Oh dear. So they've actually gone from blaming the victim for their own mental health problems to actually denying that those mental health problems for thousands, if not millions of men actually exist.
And speaking of faking it, isn't your hair fake? Shots fired! What are you even talking about, honey boo boo bear? What are you talking about? My guy back there is sleepy today. He's glad to be home, though, aren't you, Lokes? He's real glad to be home. Oh, sorry. I've got the the other video up. Loki, free. Sit. Free. Go to your place. I don't know if you can hear Baby Nichs in the back. She is going absolutely nuts right now. Luckily, she's with mommy, so she's teething right now. So the teething stuff is just, and it takes a minute for some of that baby Tylenol to really kick in. So I jollipies if you guys are hearing it. Just know she's in good hands. She's in good hands. Single men in 2026. What do we have here?
So you're not married?
Nope.
Ever been?
Nope.
Wanna be?
Nope.
Don't you want a woman of your own?
What for?
Share your name, bear your children, be a companion?
They asked me to quit drinking, quit gambling, and save my money, and to bitch about her aches and pains all day? No thanks.
It must be a lonely life.
It's a great life.
So you're
That's good. What is this? What is this?
I was a little confused at first.
She ain't know about that recently deleted.
Let's just take the recent deleted.
I didn't either.
Who was Braylon?
The kid from my work.
Oh, yeah.
I just went to something with him.
It looked like you got your notifications muted with him.
Yeah, I've never really texted him.
We both have notifications off for Snapchat.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you said, okay, perfect. Y'all want to text him?
We went to like a pre-dental like meeting thing because that's both of our majors. So.
Okay. Well, we can get up out of there then. you know who that was though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see one more message in here, man. One more message. Who is Nick?
One of my hometown friends.
Can we open that message and see what's in there?
Sure. We were talking about physics.
Yeah, I see.
What a background.
Yeah, what is this? What is all this? Why are you sending you all these pictures like this? I was a little confused at first.
I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Having your notifications muted is a little, I don't know. It's a little suspicious. You know, it's a little suspicious, brother. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. What do we have here? What is
I think
this?
that average men have average lives?
Do I think average
men have average lives?
Okay, yes. I'm trying to see where you're going with this.
The issue is average women believe that they deserve a better than average life. That's a problem. Average men accept the fact that they can get an average woman. Average women believe that they deserve a better than average situation. They overly watch social media and they compare themselves. The thing about social media, and I think that the problem is, an emotional person having access to too many people's opinion affects them. They start comparing themselves to what's not going on in their life.
Right.
A lot of men that I talk to that's having problems in their relationships is because their girl is overly watching someone else's lens too much. They sit there and, such and such is on vacation, and because I feel like most women are in competition with each other. And I think that your Birkin bag, your Louis, I would hit it if you got a Pathmark bag if you cute. I don't care. But again, your $50, $100, $15, $2,000, $20,000 bag, it's for other women. It's not for me. It's not for.
A lot of the upkeep that women do is for them. Like, chat, we got a lot of men that watch, and I put the suit back on. Somebody hit me up in the comments and was like, Levi, I want you to ever wear the suit anymore. And I was like, you know what? I got you, big dog. I got you, big dog. I had to hit y'all with the sootie. Couldn't hit you with the booty, but I had to hit you with the sootie. You know what I'm saying? I had to. So, but a lot of men don't care about that stuff. We don't care about your eyelashes. We don't care about your nails. We don't care about your fake hair. We don't care about your fake makeup. We don't really care none about that. The heels. We got a lot of men that watch. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I like a woman's natural face. Like, Cass never wears makeup, and I love it. The only time she does is like birthday, real special event, going to a really nice dinner, and she'll put on light makeup. That's really it. The last time she put on a bunch of makeup was maybe the baby shower, which was like a big event. I rented out a venue. It was a whole thing, you know? Like, she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, and I love that. So, what is this?
Why do you think women are easier to radicalize than men? Or, I guess, with propaganda specifically, like, what kinds of propaganda are used toward women versus men?
Marxist propaganda is, they openly said, like if you go back and read early Marxist writings from the people who pioneered and pushed the propaganda, they knew this about women. And they said the reason for this is women are much more easy to capture emotionally. Men have to go out into the world and provide value. They have to work and produce something to be valued by society. They have a more logical nature to them. They're a little bit less receptive to emotional pushes. Not that men aren't. You can definitely propagandize men as well. But they actually did a lot of research and study on this in the 19th century of how to propagandize people. People like Edward Bernays, if you've ever heard of him, like the father of marketing.
I guess it's just not gonna, I don't know why it's not playing. I don't know what's going on here.
Why do you think women are
propaganda into different ads and things like that, and found that because women have this maternal nature, imagine like a litter of puppies. Men will see a litter of puppies and go, oh, it's cute. But if, one of them is like, one of them's paralyzed or something and it can't move, you should probably mercifully kill it or something like that. Whereas the woman will cry and she'll try to save it. And women are just much more maternal, and we feel this innate drive to protect anything weak, anything helpless. And that's good when you're a mother. You want that. You want women who are willing to sacrifice anything to produce the next generation. If we didn't have that, human beings wouldn't exist. Thanks. I mean, imagine what it takes to go through a 9-month pregnancy, a painful childbirth, several months of recovering after childbirth, and then you're nursing an infant for 2 years. And you can practically do nothing else because they're just stuck to you all day. You have to have that innate maternal nature that makes you feel like I will sacrifice almost anything to protect this precious, innocent thing that can't protect itself.
True. No, I agree 100%. Rachel Wilson always hitting the nail on the head, bro. Always hitting the nail on the head. What is this?
OnlyFans models.
Okay, here we go. What is this? I saw this clip and I wanted to play it for you guys.
OnlyFans models are going to be directly correlated to school shootings in 20 years. I'm about to fucking cook.
Cook there. Cook.
My mom is pretty. When I was young, I got shit for my mom being pretty. It got to a point where I didn't want my mom coming to school. I didn't want my mom coming to my games. I didn't want to be seen around my mom because I didn't want to hear, oh, nigga, I just fucked this shit out your mom. Damn, your mom bad as shit. Where your dad at? Damn, I put a dick in her. I put a dick in her and blink in her. That shit get old real quick. Right. But at the end of the day, it was all talk, right? Yeah. Could you imagine? You're at the table, and niggas is roasting. Oh yeah, Drew, your shoes is fucking dick. Your shoes is fucked up. Them Jones talking to me, them dick ass Air Force One. Right. Oh yeah, nigga, that's why your hairline fucked up. That's why you shitty at basketball. You ride the bench. You a backpack. That's why I got your mom sucking dick in 4K.
Ooh.
Boo, 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 boo.
I've talked about this. These OnlyFans women don't realize the effect that they're going to be having on their children, because imagine when you're going to school back in the day, back in my day, you get picked on a little bit, maybe, somebody does something to you. But now kids can go on your mom's OnlyFans, print off a picture of her brown balloon knot, and put it on your freaking locker. Imagine walking up and seeing your mom's butt cheeks spread open, split like Moses did the Red Sea on your locker. Imagine that. The damage, the psychological and social damage of that, bro. Everybody knowing that your mom gets bucked on camera. Everybody knowing that the nice clothes that you're wearing got bought from your mom's butthole getting plowed. Everybody knowing that the nice shoes you got on were bought from other dudes paying your mom for getting bucked online. That's what it is. That's crazy. And it will radicalize a generation. It will radicalize a lot of young men because they're going to be sick of this stuff. They're going to be sick of it. Oh man, that's crazy. That's wild work. Absolute wild work. What do we got here?
Do you think OnlyFans models are unfairly discriminated against?
I definitely think we do. But what do you find is discriminative against? So, for example, I got fired for doing OnlyFans. So I think that's discrimination, because what I do in my spare time is separate from what I'm doing at my job, my place of work. It's not. Why? Put it this way. We all know that your parents failed. We opened that can of fucking America. Your parents failed. Thirsty fucking whores. I feel like we losers. Scum of the earth. Okay, that's your opinion. We don't have to show our gasket to get attention.
It's the first question.
But that's what we've signed up for. At the end of the day, we know what's coming for us.
Did you sign, I'm gonna fuck my life? But I haven't fucked my life.
Savage.
I own free property. Not yet. Who gives a fuck? No one cares. I could go on OnlyFans. I'd clean up.
You would. So, first and foremost, before you get...
Those ladies are so based, bro. She's like, who cares? It doesn't matter. That is so good, bro. Oh my God, that was good. God, that was good. That was so good. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. Oh, man. God. You know what I mean, chat? Life ain't fair. And it's not supposed to be. You know, sometimes you go through hardships, chat. That's okay. It's okay. Let me take you guys back real quick. Little old 18-year-old Levi. Getting kicked out of high school. Smoking weed on a band trip. Yep, I was a bando. I was on the drum line, though, so I guess it makes it a little bit better. No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. Getting kicked out of school. Going to alternative school. Graduating alternative school with 2 other people. Humiliating. Embarrassing. Good thing though was I did get my grades up, so then I went and got a scholarship, went to college for free, which is great. Awesome, good job. Life is looking up, right? Wow, you're doing so great, Levi. Great job. I turned 19. Get hit with a weed charge. Ah, God. Brutal. Get my act straight. 19, 20, doing good, right? 21, DWI. God. This is hurting, chat. At this point in time, I'm thinking, I'm going to be a degenerate. Still in college, though. Still doing okay. On probation, doing the whole jig. Finally get off probation. Finally get my act right. Haven't been arrested since. I say that to say, you got to fall in love with the journey, not the destination. If I would have just thought, oh man, this is me right here. This is it. I'm done. I'm cooked. Nothing else for me. I'm getting in trouble. You know, MIC when I was 16. Possession charge at 19. Kicked out of high school. You know, 21 years old, DWI. What's next? You know, I could have tucked my tail and ran and just gave up, but I didn't. The good thing about falling and the good thing about being at like the pit of your life is when you're at the bottom, there's only one way to look, and it's straight up. And I realized that because when that happened to me, the people that I thought were my friends weren't my friends anymore. So I started to realize who really bucked with me, which is why I have my really tight-knit group of friends. It's like me and 3 guys, real tight-knit group. They still bucked with me. They came to my graduation, you know, they bucked with me after I got kicked out of high school. They still were my friends. A lot of people wrote me off. Which was good. It isolated me and let me know, hey, you're not 10 foot tall and bulletproof. It humbled me. This is also something that I really needed. This is the universe, and because I wasn't religious at the time, this is the universe saying, hey, you need to chill out, bro. You need to chill out. So just because you're going through some hardships, don't think this is it. This is part of your journey. This is part of the book of your life that you're writing right now. It's not all supposed to be sunshine and rainbows. Watch any movie. Watch any anime. The lead character, the protagonist, has to go through the mud first. You got to go through some things. That's part of the story. I'm so glad I did because a lot of my buddies that have been through nothing, they're so afraid of risk. They're so afraid of hardship. I'm not afraid of it. I embrace it. I just wanted to say that to you guys. So if you feel like you're going through a rough patch right now and you're like, man, Levi, it seems like the world's against me. I had a guy call me the other day. If you guys do want to call me, you can. 21-year-old guy. Levi, I'm a machinist. I think he said he lives in Wisconsin or something like that. And I want to make more money. I want to do more. I'm like, well, you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. You're going to have to move out of your hometown. You're going to have to move to a big city where there's more job opportunities. Or you're going to have to learn a high-value skill, a high-income skill to get paid. But you want to be a machinist like your dad for the rest of your life and make $100K. I mean, that's cool. You can go do that. But $100K in 10 years, $100K right now, in my opinion, is the new $60K. You can't really raise a family on $100K. You can't have a big, nice home. You cannot go on multiple vacations. You got to work all the time. I've made $100K, and trust me, life ain't sweet in $100K. You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Step outside of that comfort zone, bro. Ain't that right, Lux?
Won't they do?
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace. Oh, before I do that, let's do the Black Brigade, since I'm wearing the black suit again. The Black Brigade. Put that in the comments. You stuck around this long. I love you guys, man. Peace.